Look, we got a funny situation happening. Obviously, we were worried about Putin and the Ukrainian thing. So anyway, here's a situation on the beach of Australia, and I try to put this up with the audio, but they've copyrighted it, so I'm just going to speak to it. So what's happened is a intoxicated guy at the beach has had complaints come through. So the guys that do the surf patrol, they've got a phone call. So they rang the police basically, and they keep an eye on a person. So there's a different jurisdiction. So in the water, there's the police that can come down and charge people with various things. So this guy, yeah, there he is, and he's acting up. And the lifeguards, they're around, they got the main tower and they got their little walkie-talkies, and people come up, there's a person, oh, here we go, that guy there, yep, so reports come through. So obviously the police are coming down and they're keeping an eye on the guy. But the surf guys, they're just rescuing people, bringing them onto the beach, making them comfortable and looking after everyone from a water safety perspective. However, if a person breaches, crime against the Queen, there's another guy, hey, the guy, he's crime against the Queen, right, so the police have to come in. Yep, the girl's there, crime against the Queen, there he is there. So you can see just by his stance, he's a bit of intoxicated. These guys have reported that he's intoxicated. Yeah, the mate, just a little bit uncomfortable, because he could also harm himself and then bits and pieces and stuff. So he's become someone of interest. Yep. So they're having a good time, and it just adds to it. So obviously the police, they arrive. There's probably 4 or 5 there. So they come in and, right, the information shared, yep, crime against the Queen, this guy, yep. So having a look, right. So obviously they've got witnesses, they'll take a few statements, and actus reus. So obviously actus reus, there has been an action which is against legislation. There's obviously legislation, so they go pop down to see that guy, and they want to see if mens rea, they want to catch up on a bit of are you a guilty mind. So anyway, he decides to jump into the water. Well, they're in their protective suits, they got their tasers and all the electric buzz noises and stuff, and so anyway, their procedures is that they're not allowed to enter the water. So boom, that's it. So anyway, he's he's off into the waves and stuff. So I'm not saying mens rea, but there's a saying that what is it? Thieves run when no one's chasing them. So anyway, this guy's running, and anyway, obviously they're not going into the water with their and obviously they stand out, the boys and girls in blue on a beach. So there they are there. Anyway, the surf lifesavers, now that he's entered the water, well, what do we do? Can you guys go and pick him up on your jet ski? And then the surf lifesavers are like, well, unfortunately, this guy's a little bit of a non-compliant, so a jet ski's not going to help. Okay, so the police have to take it under their own terms. So they ring up, have you got a boat? Yep, we got the police boat. Right, so we'll bring that police boat around. Here we are. But then there's a problem with the police boat. What's that? Oh, it's too shallow for the police boat, because the last thing you want is a beautiful big police boat to get too close and can't reverse out. Right, so what have we got next? Well, the boat's no good. How about we get a helicopter? And so these guys are sitting in their little quad bikes there. Right, so we'll bring a helicopter in. So if we're going to bring the helicopter, we've got to get everyone out of the water. So lifeguards, you've been ordered by the police, use your little microphone, shh, everyone out of the water. Now, what now happens is the lifeguards get out of the water, away you go. They only usually do it for sharks. Anyway, everyone's compliant. Right, we've been ordered. The police are telling us to get out. The lifeguards, it's very serious. So these young guys come up and they know it's only for sharks. Where's the shark, mate? Shh, can't tell you. The cop's going, no, where's the shark, mate? No, where is the shark? No, we're not allowed to tell you what it's about. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's quite funny, these young fellas just, anyway, people leave the water, and all of a sudden, people start to see a lone guy not responding to the instructions to leave the water, sitting there. So the helicopter's hovering over the top of them. The wind chill factor must be, Antarctica. But anyway, he's the focus of attention. So the lifeguard's not used to beach empty, which is good for them because they don't have any work to do. So anyway, the jet ski is called in, and it has to go out and ferry somebody off the main boat that can't get. So there's a couple of these beefy police officers that get picked up on the old jet ski because the boat can't get in too close in case it gets grounded. So the water's cleared, the helicopter's hovering, the guy's sitting on a rock, and the lifeguards are in between. They're sort of watching from the shore, crowd control. So this guy, go and pick up, yep, 2 police officers. So they're in, even though they're not dressed as police officers, they probably got the stripe on their jock straps. But there you go, 1 police officer, 2 police officers. Right, we're off down to the rock. Can you drop us off at the rock, right? So off they go. Because the police have got control to arrest, whereas the lifeguards can't. So obviously, crime against the Queen. Here you go, mate. So those are 2 police officers, and they don't muck around. Straight into it. Grab him. Normally it would be an assault if it was a human, but they just grab him. That's it, mate, you're out of here. They're not mucking around. The helicopter's over the thing. Handcuffed him, right, and he's off. So he's off to the paddy wagon, and there you go. And he goes, and obviously he's going to have his day in court, which is good. Judge will be there. He'll spend the weekend, time to think about it. He'll get his lawyers. The prosecution will do their thing, and that's the end of the video.